Hey y'all, I'm Hope here at Crafty Hope, and welcome to my studio vlog. I think it's week 42, it could be 41. I don't even know. It's been a crazy couple weeks, so if you watched the last vlog, you know that was 2 combined weeks because it was insane. So it is Monday, October 13th here in South Alabama. I am a mixed media and jewelry artist, or a mixed media artist that makes jewelry and art and cards and all kinds of stuff, and that's why I call myself crafty, is because I dabble in all kinds of crafts, all of the crafts, whatever. So it's Monday. Monday is my kind of wrap my head around what needs to be done this week, take care of us a couple things, and I've got a lot. I was making ice. We actually got about half of our walk in. We try to take a morning walk. A kitty. Oh, I want to skip my lap. We try to take a morning walk every morning and have not for the past couple weeks, but it is glorious this morning. It was just below 60 degrees and comfortable. So we took a little bit of a walk because we slept a little late, or I did. And I sat on the porch and did some morning pages and some meditations, and I'm already running way behind. It's 10 o'clock here, but that's okay. That's okay. I wrap my head around what I need to get done today. I've got to check. I'm supposed to have a class at the gallery on Wednesday. I don't know that anybody signed up, so I need to check with them to see if anybody signed up and if we need to just go ahead and cancel it, so that I'm not stressing about what else I need to get done. Tomorrow I've got a couple things I need to run out and do. And I've got to work on my graphics projects for the next couple projects. So I worked on that some yesterday, before we headed out. Sorry, she gets gunky eyes. She's an old elderly cat, and ugh. Okay, baby girl. Sorry, grooming my cat over here. Yeah, I worked a little bit on that yesterday. It's sitting behind me over here, and I'm hoping to maybe knock that out some today between like catching up on chores. Monday tends to be, like I said, planning for the week. So that includes like the meal plan and clipping my online coupons. And what else do we do on Mondays, Rosalina? What else do we do? I have to look at my list now. Where's my list? What else do I do? Oh, I need to get the recycling out. We've recently gotten recycling pick up. Last week was the first week, and so they come really early Tuesday morning, so I need to get that done. And the laundry. So those are my big things. Food, laundry, recycling, obviously. So I do a bullet journal to kind of keep me in line, remind me what I'm supposed to be doing, but sometimes I stray. So I'm going to try to get that going for the week real quick. By the time I get it done, it'll probably be lunchtime, but I've got the laundry started. I've got the litter box clean. I've got in my head, some of the meal plans. So we'll see how it goes. Welcome to this week. I hope you stick with me. I hope we get some art done, because that would be fabulous, wouldn't it? Oh, it would be so fabulous. Rosalina, we're gonna make some art. Okay. Let's do it, guys. It is 2:30 or so on Wednesday, the 15th of October. This is the third take. I did 2 takes about an hour ago, and it was so scattered that I was like, I might have to re-record that, and that's what I'm doing. Maybe there'll be a bloopers reel at the end. I sounded fairly manic, and I still feel a bit that way. So it's Tuesday. It's Wednesday, so I didn't record it all yesterday, and very little on Monday. So this week is like, I'm afraid I'm spiraling into manic again, y'all. You see me fiddling with something and trying to like focus. So I'm working a lot on getting some videos, and I have a bunch of videos for graphics for Patreon for here on YouTube that I feel like I'm behind on. So I'm trying to catch up on those. I'm also this morning sent out a huge, it's not huge, it's huge for me, group text to a bunch of friends because I'm turning 50 in a week and a half. And I don't want to do anything big because Pat and I are going on a vacation here soon per my request for my birthday. And so I just kind of wanted to get together with some close friends. So I sent out a group text and was like, hey guys, it's the weirdest thing, because maybe not the weirdest thing. I'm like, hey, it's my 50th birthday on this day. I'm going to hang out here. If y'all want to come by, I would love to see you kind of thing. Not like I don't know. I want to keep it easy breezy. If people can't come because they've got other plans, that's fine. If they can, great. So, and I know it's a last minute thing. It's very last minute thing. And I understand that because I couldn't make decisions because this past month or so has had my brain crazy. So, while my computer is processing the first video I've completed, which is some of what I worked on yesterday, I did my next graphics project and filmed that yesterday along with the grocery shopping, and I had to run out to do a couple errands besides the grocery shopping, and went and saw my goddaughter cheer at a youth football thing. And so I've been busy, and I haven't filmed any of it, so I apologize for that. Not that y'all are on pins and needles waiting to see what I'm doing, but so I feel like things are starting to fall in line. When I recorded an hour ago, I was panicking. I think I just showed y'all what the top of my bookshelf that's next to my desk is, a catch-all for me. It was covered in stuff, and I have sorted some of that out. I'm about to start on some other areas because I feel like if I can get some of the chaos and clutter that is in my visual range managed, that maybe some of the chaos and clutter in my head might pull together. And it would be real nice to turn 50 and have my house and office and craft room feel a little more manageable. So that'd be the best birthday present to myself, I think. So it's on my brain a lot. I'm definitely one of those people that fixates on my own birthday. I don't need to. I'm not very much of a narcissist, but when it comes to my birthday, it's it's the one day. I've always been a bit about that, a little bit crazy about that. So I am focusing on my desk. I got my desktop. I'll give y'all a look. I've got it picked up for the most part. There's some things that need to go in the closet, but I'm trying to tackle the closet. So I've sorted little containers, this is all rusty metal bits, and this is all nature stuff, and then here's things that fall into other categories. A guitar pick, a king cake baby. Well, there's 2 king cake babies in here. And then I've got, here's another. Got all kinds of little tops to things. And I've got a container that's mixed assemblage elements that probably this could go in, actually. Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to focus on, the things I can control while my videos are doing what they are doing. So, so today's, a video and organizing day, I think. I'm gonna get back to this closet because I started it 3-4 weeks ago before everything started going upside down. I was supposed to have a class this evening at Hello Gallery. After I spoke with y'all, I don't even know if I mentioned it, I went to the gallery to stock up a bunch of more Halloween jewelry bits, and I went ahead and canceled the class just because nobody had signed up yet, and I felt like it would just get that off my head, off my shoulders, and I can, that's something else that has to be tackled, is my huge containers in my bedroom full of all the stuff for that class. Yeah. So I've got to figure out what to do with all of that. But not right now. Right now I'm doing it here. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay. This video is compressing. I can send it out later. But for now, I'm going to, deal with this closet a little bit. I feel like I need to go get like a trash can and a donate bag or something. We'll see how it goes. It's happening. I'm cleaning things and sorting things, and it's lovely. It definitely gives me the sense of control that I feel like I have needed. I have gotten most of that bookshelf cleaned off. I think I already told you that. I haven't given you a look at it. But now I'm working on the shelves. I've gotten one shelf up here. I was sorting through, I think I gave you a video of that. I was sorting through like sticks and things that I found precious, and I ended up tossing quite a few things, which was good, especially if they were too brittle to work into something, or just didn't spark any interest in me. So a bunch of that stuff got thrown out in the yard. That's great. And I just showed you a box here. These are my assemblage supplies. I've got something that's marked disassemble. And a couple things. I think it's funny that it's assemblage supplies. It says disassemble, but also I hear the word disassemble and I immediately think short circuit and no disassemble. But these are like non-functional. I don't even know what's all in there. One of the things I did see as I was pulling out, because it doesn't fit in that box, is this. You can see what this is. It's an old mixer base that my mom, I think, was getting rid of or something. Or my stepdad was, and I took it apart. I think some of the innards are probably in that box. But y'all, this is so gross and ugly, and it needs to be cleaned. And I was like, okay, I'll get to that. And I was like, no, I can do that right now. And of course I'm not, because what I am doing is talking to you. So I'm heading in my craft room now, because I know somewhere in here I should. Oh no. I should. It may be in with my stuff for that class that was supposed to be tonight. I should have like a wash tub that I can fill with water to soak this in. So I'm gonna possibly go look. I bet that's. Yep, it's got my class supplies in it. In fact, I think I've got 2 of them in there. That's okay. I'm gonna go look in my laundry room and see if I have a wash tub in there to soak this and get some of the icky off, and then that will take care of that. That light is really weirdly bright, isn't it? Anyway, so that's what's going on right now. Is I'm actually sorting. I'm feeling good about those things. I just sent off my next graphics project that probably won't come out till November. Yeah, so that's good. So we're gaining some control, and I think tonight on the couch I'm going to like edit some pictures, maybe even a couple of the videos I need to work on, and that'll be even more like control of things. Some of my mania is about when things get out of control, and yeah, this chaos in here was out of control. And of course I just saw another little container of some natural stuff that probably needs to go up, sorted into those boxes I just put up. That's okay. I've got, I make it work. The school bus? Oh, it's 4 o'clock then. Okay, I'm gonna go do this and give myself about an hour and a half before I need to get started on dinner. Oh, and I'm going to give you a look at this first. So these two shelves are better. This shelf is the scary one. As you can see, I have just like shoved things in here. But as I was clearing then there's like, this is my Silhouette Cameo, and that's a box. I can even see that. That's a box of like vinyl and stuff that goes with it. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Hold on. All right. So the Cameo and that stuff can probably go out. I need to find like somewhere else, maybe like up at the top of this closet, or the closet in my craft room, or even my bedroom, because I have not used that stuff in probably a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So it can go in like long-term storage because I have a laser cutter. And I don't do much vinyl cutting. I mostly used it to cut like stencils, basically stencils and templates for things. So, and I can do that on the laser cutter a lot easier than pulling that out. I never found the Silhouette Studio the most intuitive thing in the world, but it did help me prepare for the light burn, which I use for the laser cutter. So I guess it's, anyway, but I don't want to get rid of it per se, but I don't need it like right here. So that will free up a little bit of space there, but first I have to get to it. I mean, again, it's shoved in there, and all of this, because if I move any of this, if I try to move this, all of this is coming out. Those angles are so bad. So, I've just got to work my way to it. So I'm going to see what kind of containers I've got down here to put some of that stuff in, to consolidate it in order to start pulling some of that stuff out. And I've got so much rag rug material and like 3 rag rugs there to be taken apart. I don't ever use it, so I need to make a call on that. I hate throwing things away. And some of this, like one of them is a rag rug I've used and partly have taken apart, but lost steam. And it's not dirty, but it's not like something I can donate because I've partly taken it apart. So, and that's, can you see it down there? There. Anyway, all right, the air is kicking on, so I should get to it. It is it's just after 5 now, so I'm trying to decide if I have enough steam to go ahead and pull this stuff out, so that maybe first thing tomorrow I'll feel like getting back to it. All right, no way to find out but to go for it, right? Good morning. It is about almost 11. What's going on with my computer? It's just about 11 o'clock on Thursday, the 16th of October. I've been a little busy this morning. I had a friend yesterday point out that I did not. She saw a reel that I had posted on Instagram and Facebook of some of the Halloween jewelry I have at the gallery, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, can you get some? Why are there no Ouija boards in your Etsy shop?" And I was like, I can fix that. So I laser cut. It's 2 different sets of anyway. I did 2 of 2, so I kind of like match them up now. I think that's what I did. No, maybe I didn't. Yes, I did. Trying to look at what I've got and figure out what goes with what. Anyway, so I am getting that organized to put together, but then I remembered while I was waiting for the laser cutting to go on. was looking at my email and I remembered that there was an estate sale that I've been waiting like since last weekend to go to, because pictures were already up, and it's a ton of like craft supplies and somebody that collected vintage sewing machines. And so I went to that. Y'all, this place was beautiful. I feel like in terms of craft supplies, it's going to be what my estate sale will eventually be like, because it was so many craft supplies. And picked up a bunch of stuff, carried some stuff around, and in the end, I just felt like everything there was way overpriced. There was stuff from the Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby. The Hobby Lobby stuff was priced the same price, retail price, and the Dollar Tree stuff was $4 to $8 for Dollar Tree items. And I was like, ugh. So, there were also 2 ledgers priced a little bit out of a bit out of my price range, not my price range, out of what I want to pay for one. And then there was also a bag of vintage lace, and all of it was just a little bit more than I wanted to pay. So normally an estate sale, like the last day, they'll drop their prices. So I am going to try to go back. Maybe, I think this sale runs through Saturday. So I'm going to maybe go back on Saturday. It's pretty close to my house, so it takes me like 10 minutes to get there. So I'm gonna go back then. So, or at least think about it, and see, because and maybe the things I carried around will also go down if nobody gets them. So, but there were a lot of people there, a lot of cars, but they've got tons of parking. So that was great to see that there was plenty of parking. So I did get hot. What else? So I've got a bunch of videos still to edit. Continue to work on organizing that stuff and get these Ouija bits put together and listed in my shop. So lots of stuff going on. But I got a package. I gotta figure out how I can open it. It is from I didn't even notice these are her new bags. That's super cool. So, and I'm not, here, this is the front side, back side. This is from my friend Nina Fickett. Sent me a package, and I know what some of it's on here. I haven't seen it up close. But she every year does like a project that for the year. So this year it's her I think it's the year of self-care, before the year of the book. So it's always some like journaling project that she does, and she is about to release her journals and kits for next year, along with like the prompts and all of that. So she decided to send me some of that too. And I feel like, I think she sent, look at that. She decided to send me some of that as well. And I probably should have tried to open this maybe off camera before I did this. So let me see if I can get it opened, and I'll be right back. All right, check that out. Look, these are super cool. Nina, if you're watching, these are super cool. Okay, so that is one of Nina's bags. Make sure there's nothing else in there. No. They are plastic, so I can't really use it. Couldn't tell what it was because she's wrapped it so tightly, but she's got another bag wrapped around it. So I also need to open this one. Give me another second. Okay, now let's see what Nina has sent me. And y'all are getting to see when I open it. All right, I'm trying not to look at anything. There is a note. Let me look at it real quick. Okay, so she is going to have the making of the journal and release of the new Art Journaling series for 2026. She's going to announce that on the 24th, my birthday, October 24th. She has added some crochet ribbon, a little scoop for my infusion sprays, and a stack of phone call message slips. Okay, so for fun, let's see. We'll pull out the stuff she included for fun. And this is some crocheted ribbon. I don't know if I can get it unwound. Can you see that? She's got this little bitty scoop in here, which I appreciate. I have been using another set that I have, and I forgot to mention that to her, but that's fine. Now I have 2 little scoops, and I gotta figure out how to not lose this little scoop. Some phone call mat. I'm not sure how I'd use these, but I'll figure it out. And then this, again, so she's got the journal itself. You'll get to see all of that. And then if you get a pre-made journal and not the kit, there's a little package that comes with it. So I'm going to look at this myself. And but I encourage you to go check out Nina's video on her channel, Nina Fickett Designs. I'll try to link her channel in my description box below so that you can at least be subscribed to Nina, and make sure you go over there on the 24th and watch. So, okay, now back to work. I think I forgot to say thank you. Thank you, Nina. I really appreciate you thinking of me and sending me these treasures. I'm looking forward to playing with that journal once I get a look at it. I'm making myself wait. I have to get some more work done before I play. And I'm going to hold off. I'm going to try to hold off till next year to use it. Oh. Hi, y'all. Remember I said yesterday I was trying to control the things I could control? That path continues. Today I have spent almost the entire morning cleaning my house, getting all this. I was talking with a friend at the gallery the other day about not having any surfaces. It's like somebody had brought in this huge like bread dough, the big bread dough trough things. Our gallery has a place called Melt within it that they pour their own candles, and you can bring in all kinds of containers and have them and pick one of their scents, and they will do a candle for you in it. They also sell things in unique containers, and you can buy those and bring them back. Anyway, check out Hello Gallery and Melt Candle Company. I think that's what they're called. Any case, somebody had this huge dough, and she was saying it was like the centerpiece of the person who owned it was saying it was the centerpiece of their house. And I was thinking, where would I put something like that? Like, I don't have a surface that's an arm's length that I could put something of that size down on. I mean, honestly, I don't know that I'd burn that many candle wicks because there were a lot. It was gorgeous though. So I went on a spree and decluttered some areas, dusted a bunch of stuff. I had to wear a mask because I'm pretty allergic to dust. So the fact that I am not ill right now means the mask worked. But once that got done, we had lunch, and then I vacuumed and mopped the whole house. And then, well, except for this floor area of the the office, I can't get to. But now I'm back at it in the closet, and I just, sometimes I have to question my tactics and how I organize things. So I have had this container, which is, I know, it's a magazine. I'll get it up here. It's a magazine, or book. I don't know, which file folder container thing. And it's full of, resin and mold making materials in it. I don't know why it's in this room. I don't know why I put it in here. I wouldn't use it in here. It doesn't make any sense. So, and I had it stored next to, the fabric. These vintage and antique fabrics and laces that I've got, and I'm like, what is your problem? This needs to go back in the craft room with your other mold. My molds and everything are in the craft room. Why is the resin in here? So definitely put like things with like things. There is a organization tip for you. The main organization tip I always go back to is one Pat and I say to each other all the time. If you were going to go look for an object, where's the first place you would look? That's where that object should go. So that you don't misplace it later. Just think about where's the first place you would look to lay your hands on that object. That's where you should store it. So, and I know that this is where this has been. I'll figure out. It needs to either go with my molds, like things with like, or it needs to go in my cabinet in the bathroom, in the craft room, where I have like all my chemicals and sprays and things like that. That's where some of that stuff used to be stored, but I ended up having so much that wasn't fitting in there anymore. So I was like, well, I'll just group it all together and stick it somewhere else. And that's how it ended up in here with fabric. So, I am continuing to do this. It is about 2:45. I'm not sure what time Pat's going to be able to knock off work, but we think we're going to camp in the yard tonight. We bought a tent possibly last year. And we have a big blow-up air mattress and all this stuff to do camping, and we haven't done it. So we've decided that we want to at least test it out, and with Kaylee, to see like what we need, what makes it smooth, how Kaylee does with it, those kind of things. And the best place to do that is right here in our own backyard. So it's very possible we will be setting up a tent and a blow-up mattress in our backyard for this evening. I'm wondering if he wants to do a fire. I wonder if I need to go gather some wood. Yeah, I think I need to confirm that with him if we're going to try to do a fire or not. It is fairly warm right now. It's in the mid-80s right now. If I can get my watch to load. Yeah, low 80s. And it's not getting very cold tonight. I mean, at midnight it's only gonna be 70. I don't know. Maybe we need to wait another couple weeks. We'll see. I'll let y'all know. Anyway, I have talked long enough right now. I'm gonna get back to this at least for a little bit. Maybe try to get these two shelves and what's in front of the floor. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's some stuff down here. Can you see it? Oh, the stuff. Okay, there. Yeah, I can see my hand now. Get that stuff maybe tackled. I mean, because y'all, this is a jar of sand. Just in case. What do I do with a jar of sand? I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna get back to it, I think. And then I guess go talk to him about what we're gonna do for camping. All right. I just found this container with all of this stuff on it, just in there on top of that bucket of fabric. And let's take a look at what we've got here. This is, that's a dried up mushroom. That's a dried up mushroom from my yard. We've got some skeleton leaves. These are some helicopter seeds, probably from my Japanese maple tree. Some acorn caps, a rusty bottle cap, some kind of rabies tag. This is the bottom of a votive candle. Okay, so let's see if I can get this open without making too big of a mess, so we can see what else is in here. But I thought, I'd give you a peek at what it is I'm dealing with. Am I crazy? I think I'm organized, but I just really am collecting stuff. Oh wow, look at these treasures. Okay, you see this? We have a dandelion, lots of little feathers, some kind of part of a, like, what do you call it, like a wrench or something, rusty bits, more smashed and whatever body parts. Oh, I remember collecting that. Look at the patina and the blue-green in there. Lovely. Cicada. There's a butterfly wing down in there. Maybe even a whole butterfly. Y'all. This is, yeah. Oh, goodness. All right. I feel like I just need to put the rest of this stuff in here, and then I can sort through it later. But this is stuff that probably I gathered in my kitchen, because that's what I do. I make a little pile of things in my kitchen as I bring them in the house after I have found them, and then I later have to sort them. That's like, I think I've got another jar, yep, over here, full of like little woodsy things. Y'all, you caught me at my desk. I think I just gave you a look at what I'm saying. I went back to that estate sale I went to the other day. I think I gave you a look at what I got, and I think I'm probably going to put a reel up also, so. But before I look too much closer at it, I do need to record something for a Thrifty Thursday post, I think. But for now, I wanted to finish what's on my desk. I also don't know what else I want to do today. It is football day. Sorry, I'm standing so close. I'm on my desk. And our game isn't till this evening. And I don't know. We might. Okay, first off, we did not camp last night. We decided it was just too hot. I don't know if I mentioned that. And we ended up going out. We decided we wanted to take Kaylee out somewhere. So we tried going to the brewery. But they didn't have a food truck. So there was no food to be had. So we had a beer while we discussed it, and ended up at a local barbecue place that we like. And a friend of ours was actually playing. Well, he's drummer in a band. Sorry, I'm not looking at y'all. I'm totally trying to kill two birds with one stone. So that was really nice to go up there and see him. We had, lots of people gave Kaylee attention, which, she loved. She thought was the best thing. And then we had dinner up there, and then we came home. So trying to figure out what today holds. We might go to Pensacola tonight to watch the game. I don't know. Our friend is a friend of ours is over there today, so I feel like we may end up going over there, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Since we went out last night, we may stay home tonight. I don't know. No big deal. Decisions do not have to be made at this minute. So I am, like I said, sewing up finishing this page. I'm trying to decide for sure if it's gonna be finished, or just this portion's gonna be finished. Oh my gosh, my thread is so tangled. Okay, I should only concentrate on one thing. I may go back in the office and work some more on organizing it in there, but the next bits are fairly daunting, but so was the fabric, but I got through it. But the next part is books, and I just don't want to sort through books right now. And there I go buying 2 more books, but yeah, I'm happy with the ones I got. So I'm gonna work on this and figure out what I want to do in the other room. I may take some of the papers and books and stuff that are in there and add them to those paper packs that I did also, and just have that as like extra stuff that I add into that. So we'll see how that comes about. Anyway, that's all that's going on right now. The estate sale was just as packed today, maybe even more than it was on Thursday. But I am happy that I got what I went there for. The lace that I had also been contemplating, looks like it had sold. So, but it's fine. I found a couple things I didn't see before. Well, I didn't look around much. I went and got the two ledgers that I wanted, and then I went in the craft area, and I didn't even bother walking around in the rest of the house because I didn't see much the other day, and I didn't think there'd be anything that I was going to want or need, even though it was half price day. So, and it was so many people, and I was ready just to be in line. And I was holding like stuff, and sometimes that's just awkward. So, sorry I didn't film any of that. I was awkwardly juggling things. So, stay tuned. That haul will probably not be for a while because I'm like 2 Thrifty Thursday posts behind. I need to stop getting stuff. Start using stuff. That's what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to use some stuff and I'll see y'all later. Believe it or not, that is so much better. I've got that whole area over there conquered. I've, in the process, have cluttered up this part that I had cleared previously. But I think some of that should clean up pretty easy. I've got like things I've got to put in other places because I was just kind of like, okay, this could go. Sorry, the squeaky chair. So I feel a lot better what's going on in the closet. I'm gonna pick up the things that are around there. It is Sunday, the 19th, just after 2 o'clock. My sister-in-law and her partner are on their way over. I don't know why. They just said they were gonna swing by, so I'm kind of like keeping an eye out for them. What else? Yeah, I feel a lot better about that. Let's see, what have I done today? Well, yesterday I purchased Jack Ravi's new little tutorial workshop. It's the little houses. It's an accordion house thing. I will try to link it below. Today's the last day of the lower price, I think, or maybe it expired today. I'm not sure. So I've already run to Michael's for one thing I needed for the class, like the base of it. And then we went and had some lunch, and now I'm trying to get the rest of this picked up in here, so that is done for Monday. I'm going to play bingo this evening with my best friend, so I've got to put like a costume on to do that because it's a Halloween thing. Did I mention what I was doing? The simplest thing. I have got a little red skirt that I put some felt ovals on in front of, and I'm going to put some black tights and a black shirt and some ears, and I'll be Mickey Mouse. That's it. I mean, I'll have shoes and stuff on, but that's the plan. So, just nothing over the top for me. I'm not like a big need to be in costume thing. I don't like anything that makes me too uncomfortable. So that should be the extent of it. All right, hopefully I will pop back on to finish out this vlog. What else am I going to do? I'm going to get this picked up, and I might start some more of Jack's class, but I've got to look at my list to see. One of the things I've got over here is a bunch of like lace hem tape that I don't want. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to condense it for like maybe de-stash packets or something like that. So I'm trying to decide if I want to laser cut some kind of bobbin or something like that for it, or if I just want to cut down some cardboard and wrap it around that. I don't know. I'm tempted to just cut some cereal box. That's what I wanted. I'm tempted to cut some cereal box or something down on the laser cutter and just but I can't seem to make any decisions. So for now I just need to pick up the stuff that is down here, get it feeling a little less visually cluttered here, and then tackle the stuff I have piled up here on my bookshelf. Yeah, it's a bookshelf surface thing. Okay. If that is everything for this week, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate if you stuck through the whole vlog this week. I hope it was a little more entertaining. You got to see some of my attempt to control things, especially before I turn 50 this coming week. Oh, I don't know what next week holds. Next week's gonna be a little crazy too. I've got lots of plans with family and friends, so we'll see how I can document that as well. In any case, if you have stuck with this whole video, I'm trying to think what would be a good little emoji. What have I been talking about? I don't know. Leave me just a smiley face, just because it's a better week than the last 2 weeks have been. How about that? Some kind of smiley face emoji would be perfect. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I will pop in anything else that's of interest. So, if I can remember. My brain. All right, thank you for everything. I'll see you later.